Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now this is What If female Deku had kiana powers has a quirk. Part 1. I mean God Kiana. Yeah, I kind of messed that up, but we began our What If where we left off. Now before we begin our What If, there was a comment on the last part, how much I smoke. So I smoke quite a bit. I don't like I smoke cigarettes because sorry, I've been smoking for a while. I've been trying to quit. It's a hard process, but I also smoke CBD. So most of the time when I'm pausing the video, I'm either lighting a cigarette or I'm smoking some CBD. It helps me, relax. So gets me in the mood to do more. So that's pretty much it. So now where we left off, where Kine Kine broke the picture of her and her sister as she threw it against the wall. As when it hit the wall, the glass shattered. As Kine gets a knock on the door, as she's like, "Who is it?" "It's me, sister. Can I talk?" "Make it fast, Miss Perfect." As Momo walks in, as she sees Kine on her bed with her sitting down watching her, as she gives her a mean look as she walks through the door. As she sees the picture on the ground glass, as she sighs, as she picks it up, "Sister, why can't we go back to the way we used to be? Why do you hate me so much?" "It's because our parents, all they think about is you. It's like I don't exist to them. All that matters is Momo this, Momo that. I'm nothing to them. They don't care. Doesn't matter what I do. They wouldn't even care if I left and never came back. They probably wouldn't even know I was gone." As she stands up, as she gets into Momo's face, as she grabs her collar, "As long as you are around, I will, as long as you're around, I will always be in your shadow. Get out." "Sister, get out, Momo." As things starts floating, "Fine, fine, I'll leave. I still," and she's like, you might hate me, but I don't. Kine, you're my little sister, and I always care for you." You have a funny way of showing it. As she puts a present on the bed, "Happy birthday, sis, little sister." As she sighs, as she walks out, as she's like, our birthday's the same day, and it's been a week since my birthday. "I know, sister, but our parents might not acknowledge you, but I do, sis. I will always acknowledge you. I just kind of wish you would just open up to me a little bit. I want us to be sisters again. Thad chance, Momo." "Very well. I won't stop trying, no matter what." As she shuts the door. As she sits down in the bed, as she's like, "Screw it." As she opens it up, and she opens the box, as it's a smaller box, like jewelry that would be placed in it. As she sees a pendant, as she opens it, it's like a locket. As she opens it, as it's a picture with her and Momo. As she was about to toss it, but she stopped herself. As she sighs, "Whatever." As she places it in the desk, drops it in there and closes it. As she opens the window, as she jumps out, as she's sneaking out of the house. With her ability, she's really able to get through without being seen. As she has a hoodie on. No, let's not say hoodie. As she just gets in her street clothes. As she goes on a night of town. A night on town. Well, have some fun while while she's frustrated. She's like, I need to blow some steam off. Maybe I could find some thugs. That would be entertaining. As when Momo leaves Kine's room, Momo's mother was listening in. Mom, what? You heard that? Yes, I did, dear. How how did how did it go? I heard most of it, dear. I'm trying, Mom. I've been trying to reach out to her, but she doesn't. She hates me. I know, dear, how your father's been behaving towards your sister. I don't like it either. And I know I haven't been the best mother to her. Just give her some time. But why are. But, Mom, why are you and Dad completely annoying her? Not even celebrating her birthday with her. It's your father, dear. We're having troubles, and with your sister and everything, don't know why your father has such resentment towards your sister. He's blame he's had your sister blood test to see if that was actually his, if he was actually the father. That's idiotic, Mom. We were born at the same time. I know. But your father doesn't. He's not thinking straight right now. With work and everything, he's stressful and he hasn't been taking. He's been taking it out on your sister. As Kine gets to some time pass, like 30 minutes, as she gets to a bad part of town, as she sees two little girls in rags as they stole some food, as the owner of the shop rushes after the two, as he corners the two little girls in the alleyway as he's beating the little girl, as the oldest girl, they're around young age, as she shields her sister. Don't hurt my sister. As he's like, punks, little rat like you should die. We're sorry, mister, but we're just hungry. You should. Well, not my problem, kid. As he's about to backhand the little girl, as Kine grabs his hand. Not Kine, Kine. Kine grabs his hand. What the hell do you think you're doing? Hitting children? He's like, mind your own business, girl. Huh. As she smiles. Whatever. As she pushes him with telekinesis right into the fence as he breaks through it. As she lifts him up, throws him against the trash can dumpster. As she stomps on his chest. People like you make me sick. As the two girls are shaking, as she knocks him out. Hello there. What's your two name? What's you two? What's your two's names? Just don't hurt us. I won't let you hurt my sister. As she gets a dim smile. So that's your sister, is it? Let me guess. You're the oldest? Yes, I won't let you hurt us. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you, little one. I am Kine. Kinide. Not Kinide. I keep saying Kinide for some reason. I am Kine. What's your name? As they heard her rambling, come on, come on, girls. I'll get you something to eat. She's like, really? The youngest? Yeah, I know not to follow strangers. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. I have nothing. Your girls are hungry, and I'm going to feed you. So that's that. As she starts moving, are you coming? Come on, sis. Fine, but I'm watching you. Huh, you're a good sister. That's hard to find. So where's your parents? They left us. I see. So, girls, you don't have any other family? As as the girls sniffle, we've been trying to find our aunt. We heard she's in this city. You girls must have. Wait, you're telling me you're not from the city? No, we're from the city over. We've been traveling for a while. As the waitress comes and gets the food, as the waitress gives the kids a dirty look, as Kine, keep moving, lady. As she walks off, don't mind her. So what's your aunt's name? Maybe I could help you. It's like, really? But why would you? What are you after, miss? I'm not after nothing. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing you two kids are out and about on the street. As the two girls tell her the name of her aunt, you have anything else you know about her? You you two? It's like all we know that she's a pro hero. As she's like, don't worry. I'll make a couple phone calls. As she makes a couple phone calls, as she gets to the location where she stays out, yeah, she didn't use good methods. She used blackmail. She basically flaunted her family name all around, and she got what she wanted. Come on, dear. Come on, you two. I know where your aunt is. Really? As they both hold onto her hand, as she pays for a taxi driver, as they get in the car, as they get to a nicer part of town, it's a big house, big area, a lot of houses. It's wealthy people, not as wealthy as the Yazirozus, but they this pro hero, she does well. As Kine knocks on the door, as a woman, a black hair woman, answer it, and she's like, "How can I help you?" And where is my guards? Where is my security? How did you get past the gate? Oh, they they took a little nap. As she looks down near the two children, as Midnight looks at the two children, as she has a surprised look, as she's, why are you two here? Why are you in these rags? And she's like, come in, come in. As she invites them in, as Kina's like, I'll take my leave. And she's like, no, 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 you come in too. I want to know what's going on here. As they sit down on the couch, girls, why are you here? And how did you get here? Where's your mother? As the two girls are crying, as Kina's apparently their parents abandoned them. What? Damn, damn her. Let me guess. Let me guess. She needed a. Yeah, she was about to say something and she stopped herself. Her sister is trash, basically. So she's not a very good person. And she's like, "You girls must be hungry." And she's like, "We ate aunt." And she's like, "Okay, all right, you're staying here. Really? You're not gonna make us leave? Of course, dear. Your family. Why don't you go into spare? There's a room down the hall, the spare bedroom. Why don't you girls get some sleep, and we'll talk more about this in the morning. All right?" "Yes, Auntie." As they run off, as she's, I can't believe my sister did that. And who are you? May I ask who you are? I am. As she's about to say her name, as the two girls run over to hug her, and she's like, "Thank you. No problem, little ones. Why don't you run off? Me and your aunt have things to talk about." "Okay, thank you." As they go off, and for your question, Miss, I am Kine Yayarozu. As she knows Yayarozu's name. "You're a Yayarozu?" "Yeah, I came across your nieces when I was blowing off steam. I was going for a walk, and they were trying to survive, stealing food. It looks like they've been out on the street for a while now. So re- I asked them where they have any family, and you were the only one they know of. Apparently, they've been searching for a while." And she's like, "Thank you for bringing them home." "No problem." Midnight. As she's like, you know I'm a pro hero. "Yes, with my family's influence, I know quite a bit. I was able to track your house down, but don't worry. I have no interest in revealing your identity to anyone. I simply want to make sure those girls are taken care of. Sisters should never. Those two girls, they remind me of how me and my sister used to be." As Midnight was confused by that, but nothing about me. I think I'll take my leave. And she's like, "Thank you. No problem. It's quite late. Don't worry. I'll take a taxi home. You have a good night." As she leaves, as she shuts the door, as Kenny gets in the car in a taxi, as they're driving back to the Yayarosa residence, as they as she gets to the gate, as she knows the gate was busted in, as she sees several of the security guard unconscious, as she's like, "I didn't do this. What the hell's going on here?" And she's like, "Sister," as she rushes in the door as her mother is out cold. As she searches, "Momo, are you home? Momo, sis." As the living room looked like there was, there was a struggle. As she slaps her mom on the cheek, "Mom, wake up." "Sweetheart, you're all right. Where's Momo?" "I don't know. I took a walk. just got back. As she helps her mother up, puts her on the couch as she rushes over to the security room. As she sees the footage, as her eyes widen, as she gets visibly upset, as they get a phone call, as Mrs. Rosu answers it. Hello? Hello, Mrs. Yayarozu. Who's this? Who we are is not important. But we have your daughter. As they give them, we want, as they give her the amount of money, what they want. If you don't deliver the money to us now, your daughter's good as dead. It was some now these guys are no thugs. They're just angry ex ex employees that was fired because they were stealing money from the Yairozu's company. You have 24 hours. As they hang up, as Mrs. Yairozu calls the police, as she calls her husband. Her husband's overseas right now. He can't make it, but he knows the situation. As a few hours has passed, as they got another phone call, as the cops are there, as they're tracing the call. As you have, sorry guys, Kine, as she's eavesdropping, as they have the location, but they're unable to move without getting the money. The money's just going to be there in a minute, but it's going to take the time frame they gave them. They're not giving Mrs. Yairozu enough time to gather the money fast enough, so their request is outrageous. The amount of time they need to gather the money and stuff like that. So, as Mrs. Yairozu is panicking over Momo's missing, she doesn't notice that her other daughter slips out the front door as she's running back into the city. As she teleports, as she's following the police vehicles, they're on the route to the location to set up a perimeter around where Momo is being held. They found the location pretty fast, tracking and everything, the phone lines. After they had Mrs. Yadarozu stand in line, try to get them to stand in line for long enough for them to track the location, and they did. As as she stealthily, follows the officers as they get to the warehouse. Not really warehouse, but abandoned building. As you have Momo tied up on a chair, gagged, and she's been knocked out. She has a big bruise on her cheek as they whapped her pretty hard. Shit, cops are here. This whole plan is going to shit. Kill the kid. Let's go. What about the money? Screw the money. We might not get the money, but we get to take away Mr. Yairozu's precious daughter. As several portals start popping up all around the guy, the kidnappers. Like, what the hell is this? As several spears come flying out, hitting the guy's hand first, piercing his hand as he drops his gun as he screams. This guy, we have visitors. As the other guy about to pull a gun out, as they see a white haired girl rush in, grabs his neck, throws him across the room. As she lifts the other dude's telekinesis, slams him against the wall. As Momo is fading, as she's fading out of consciousness, as she's like, sister, as she falls unconscious, as she looks at her sister, as she's visibly pissed now, as she sees the bruise on her. As the guy sees her, as, wait, aren't you the other Yazurozu daughter? Why are you here? You can't be saving your sister, is it? We know of, we know the rumors going around that you hate your family as much as we do. And she's, I don't dare care less you go after my old man or my mother, but you hurt my sister. You're as good as dead. For hurting my sister, you're gonna wish I killed you. As she begins to beat on him by the inch of her life, as she puts him under hallucinations, their worst fears, as they start screaming. You worms, I won't let anyone hurt my sister. That's my job. As she kicks the dude in, as she kicks the dude right in the face. The other guy lost consciousness out of pure fear. As she shattered their mind, so yeah, they're no longer sane after this. As she walks over to her sister, as she puts her forehead against hers, I hate you, sister, but I also love you at the same time. As she unties her, as a as a hero busts through the door, as Midnight busts in with Azawa, as two pro heroes see the girl holding, they see the two criminals on the ground, as they see a white haired girl holding Momo Yaoyorozu, as Azawa's about to go, but Midnight's like, stop, Azawa. Stop, Eraserhead. I know this one. And she's like, hello, young lady. Hello, Midnight. What are you doing here? Protecting my sister. Rescuing my sister, of course. As he hands Midnight Momo. As she's about, where are you going? Don't tell her I did. Don't tell her I was here. But why? Isn't she's your sister? She should know you're the one who rescued her. I despise her. With everything in my being. Sorry. As Eraserhead speaks up, if you hate her so much, why did you rescue her? Simple, Eraserhead. She's my sister. I'm the only one allowed to beat her to the ground. No one else. As is, I was like, I can't let you leave. You did break the law using your quirk. I don't know what your quirk is, but I knew you had to use it. As Midnight, Razorhead, I'll take full responsibility for this. Are you sure? Midnight? Yes. The girl did me a solid earlier. I owe her one. Used to get out of here. Kine. As as Kine nods as she leaves, as she jumps out the window. As you have Midnight walking out of the building with Momo, as Mrs. Yaruza rushes over to see her daughter's all right. My God, thank you for saving her. She's like, no problem, ma'am. This is what we do. As Midnight looks over, as she sees Kine walking down the alleyway, as Midnight catches up, grabs her wrist, as Kine looks, what do you want, Midnight? I want you to come by my house tomorrow. Why? I've taken a liking to you. I want to know why you don't want your mother and your sister to know that you rescued her, and you allowed me to take the credit. Fine, Miss Midnight. I'll come by tomorrow after school. I'm not allowing you to walk home by yourself. Get in. As they get into a car, as they about to hit, yeah, no one's home, so they hit the Yazoo residence. I'll be expecting you at my house tomorrow, Kine. Don't worry, I'll come. Don't really have a choice in the matter. No, you don't. You have a good night, and no more night trips, please. I really don't want to have to go through this with you again. I'll make sure I won't travel at night anymore. You really shouldn't worry your parents. my parents want to. My parents don't even notice I was gone, so you don't have to worry about that. They don't want nothing to do with me. That's fine. I don't want nothing to do with them. As she sees the resentment towards her own family, as it's as she's thinking back on how her sister, she sees her younger sister in her, so she's gonna try to get close to her and guide her to the right direction because she doesn't want this girl to turn out the way her sister did. As we're gonna stop it there. That's a good place to stop. Hope you guys have a good night and day. Judge my time zones. Yeah, got in a I got an urge to make another part, so I'm gonna go to bed after this. So hope you guys have an awesome night. Later.